The message arrived on a Tuesday. Admiral James Wilson stood before the United Earth Council, his weathered face grim as the alien transmission played across the central display. The being on screen, a tall, multi-limbed creature with iridescent scales, spoke through its translator in clipped, authoritative tones. The galactic hegemony has observed your expansion beyond your home system. This violates Protocol 7224. Earth must submit tribute of 10% of all planetary resources annually, effective immediately. Resistance is inadvisable. The transmission ended, leaving the council chamber in stunned silence. Wilson cleared his throat. They've sent similar messages to our colonies on Mars and Europa. Intelligence suggests this hegemony has done this to 17 other species in our galactic arm. Most paid. The ones who refused were reduced. Councillor Davis, representative, from the African Union leaned forward. Reduced? Their technology was destroyed, their colonies dismantled, their populations forced back to their homeworlds and placed under supervision. President Anna Thompson rose from her chair, her voice steady. What are our options, Admiral? The hegemony appears to follow a standard imperial model. They don't destroy valuable assets. They exploit them. Their demands increase over time until the subject species is effectively enslaved. Wilson's jaw tightened. Our analysts project a 93% probability that tribute will increase to 25% within 5 years. And our military capability against them? Thompson asked. Unknown. Our deep space scans have identified approximately 50 of their vessels in nearby systems. Their technology is advanced, but not incomprehensibly so. Wilson paused. Madam, President, the hegemony doesn't expect resistance. They expect submission followed by gradual subjugation. They've never encountered humans before. President Thompson turned to the window overlooking Earth's gleaming cities and the orbital elevators, reaching into the sky. Humanity had overcome climate collapse, unified their governments, and expanded to the stars. They had not come so far to bow now. Prepare a response, she said. The hegemony vessel Indomitable hung in high Earth orbit, its curved hull reflecting sunlight as it awaited the humans' tribute submission. Commander Vex reclined in his command chair, mandibles clicking in amusement as his subordinates monitored the primitive species below. They always pay, he chittered to his second-in-command. 17 species, 17 successes. His communication officer suddenly straightened. Commander, the humans are broadcasting a response. On screen, Vex ordered, expecting to see terrified officials pledging compliance. Instead, the image showed a single human female in a formal blue uniform. I am President Thompson of United Earth. We have received your demand for tribute. She paused. Our response is as follows. The people of Earth do not recognize your authority. We will not pay tribute today, tomorrow, or ever. Your presence in our system constitutes an act of aggression against a sovereign species. Vex's scales flickered in shock. Furthermore, the human continued, we hereby formally declare a state of war against your hegemony. You have one standard, rotation to withdraw from all human-controlled space. There will be no further communication. The transmission cut. Vex's crew stared in stunned silence. No species had ever declared war on the hegemony. It was unthinkable. They can't be serious, his second-in-command whispered. Vex recovered his composure. A bluff. Activate our weapon systems and target their largest city. A small demonstration. Will, the ship's sensors shrieked in alarm. Multiple launches detected. Thousands of signatures rising from Earth. Impossible, Vex hissed. No planetary species maintains that level of military readiness. The tactical display lit up as objects ascended from Earth's surface, not the expected diplomatic vessels, but warships. Hundreds of them, emerging from hidden bases, from underwater facilities, from the dark side of the moon. Commander, our long-range sensors are detecting more vessels. They're coming from Mars, from the asteroid belt. They're everywhere. Vex's blood ran cold as he realized the truth. The humans had been preparing for war since they first detected the hegemony's approach months ago. They had never intended to negotiate. Operation Thunderbolt unfolded with precision that would have made Earth's ancient military strategists proud. The first wave targeted the hegemony's communication relays, severing their connection to the Empire. The second wave struck their support vessels before they could react. By the time the hegemony's main battle fleet realized what was happening, human ships had already surrounded them in a three-dimensional battlesphere. Admiral Wilson watched from the bridge of the UES Defiance as the hegemony ships attempted to regroup. "They expected us to beg," he said quietly to his executive officer. "They never bothered to scan below our oceans or behind our moon. They never knew about our Mars defense fleet or the Jupiter shipyards. Sir, the hegemony flagship is attempting to flee." Wilson nodded. "Let it go. We want survivors to carry our message." In the ensuing weeks, human forces struck with shocking speed across 12 star systems, dismantling hegemony outposts and freeing subjugated worlds. The Imperial forces, accustomed to dominating through fear rather than tactical superiority, crumbled before Earth's coordinated assault. On day 27 of the war, a hegemony diplomatic vessel arrived at the edge of the Sol system under a flag of truce. President Thompson met the alien delegation, not as a supplicant, but as the leader of the species that had broken the back of an empire in less than a month. "The hegemony offers terms for peace," the alien representative began. Thompson raised her hand. "We're not interested in your terms. These are ours. The hegemony will withdraw from all territories claimed through coercion. You will provide reparations to the species you've exploited, and you will acknowledge the sovereignty of Earth and all human colonies." "And if we refuse?" Thompson smiled thinly. "Then we continue what we've started. Our fleets are already preparing for Phase 2. The alien's translator struggled to interpret its expression, but fear needed no translation. Later, as Thompson stood with Admiral Wilson watching the hegemony ship depart, she spoke quietly. "They thought we would submit because the other species did. They never considered we might be different." Wilson nodded. "Humanity has never taken well to bullies, Madam President." "No," she agreed, looking toward the stars. "We never have." The Empire had demanded tribute. Earth had answered with liberation, not just for themselves, but for every world suffering under the hegemony's shadow.